BeerBods is a beer club. It's a subscription service where we send our subscribers 12 beers in the post every 12 weeks. The idea is that everybody drinks one beer a week, the same one as everybody else, and then comes together to talk about it online. It's kind of like a big book or vinyl club, but for beer, with us supplying the beer. I love beer with a story behind it. I love beer made by people who put their hearts, souls and ideas into what they're making. I love beer that you can chat about with friends, and I wanted to get more people drinking that kind of beer. And then I suppose I was getting increasingly products through the post, whether that's coffee, films, or little things to eat at my desk when I was working. And you know, it slowly dawned on me that maybe, you know, this is something that you could do with beer. And then I think I just was quite interested in the power of the internet to bring people together to talk about certain things. And you know, people really love beer and they want to talk about it. And I thought if we could be in the middle of people who make beer and people who want to learn about it and drink it and do that together online, that could be really interesting. Every Thursday night we have a live tasting for that week's beer at 9 o'clock, and everyone goes online on Twitter and we introduce the beer. Sometimes we get the brewer to introduce it through their Twitter profile. And then everybody comes together and talks about it. And really we sit back at that point. You know, we let our community of subscribers and Twitter followers take it over, and they all use the hashtag BeerBods, and they tell us what they think of it. And the brewers get to see that, and everyone else gets to see it. We call it co-ordinated consumption, so giving people a product, telling them the story behind it, and then getting everybody to talk about it together online. For us, it's always about more than just beer, and that's one of the values that we really hold dear. A glass of beer on its own, you know, is great, it might taste good, but really it's nothing without the story behind it. You know, the people that make it, where it was made, what they make it with, the history behind it. It just brings beer to life, and that's something that's really interesting for me with a BeerBods model, because we drip feed people products, but we also drip feed them the information behind it, and I think that that's a way of reconnecting people with what they could be eating, drinking, wearing. We're giving people the information behind it and the stories behind it as they're consuming it. And I think that's really exciting.